Alright guys, so this battle my microphone was malfunctioning, but I'll just let Danny talk. But yeah, basically my microphone didn't record the audio, so what I'm gonna try is to voice over the match. I might give up. I'm not sure how hard it's gonna be. Yeah, and then obviously I was on a VC with one or two people, I think. So you'll hear their voices, but you won't hear my side of the conversation. But anyway, let's try this out. So I'm facing a storm. Don't exactly remember the match. I guess I won't spoil anything. Okay, so here he sets up a shield, which obviously is useful against Hydra. I guess obviously I'm discarding, cards that I don't necessarily value at this moment, or I don't think I'll need against the storm. For example, reshuffle against the storm. Usually just discard all of them because I'd be very surprised if the match went to timer. However, there's obviously with Berry Surprise, I'm not sure if there's other spells that Storms use at this level, but Storms obviously kind of heal more frequently than they used to because of that. I think at high level they have other damage over time heals, or heals over time, not entirely certain. Okay, so here I launch a Ninja Pigs. That 894, which is pretty high damage. I'm not sure if he's the opponent, but I think I faced the Storm where basically when I had Infal up, I pierced through his entire resist. I think he only had 32 resist because he might not have had proof on his pet, just defy. But I'm not sure if it's this guy. It's funny doing a voiceover. I feel like I talk a lot more than when I'm recording live because I don't have to think as much, obviously. Obviously, I should try to look at my hand a bit, but let's see. So yeah, now I'm probably debating rating the scales to take off his elementals, but maybe because I have balance hits in my hand, I'm thinking maybe it's not necessary for now. I want to preserve my pips. Because if I take away his set shield, then I give him 2 pips, and I basically lose 4 pips because I'd be using the Shambo with no pip gain on my behalf. Probably infals here. I don't know if I've seen a. I don't know if there's one storm that used Fortify against me. I'm not sure. He's got a lot of hits in my hand for some reason to get rid of the steel pip. Maybe because he's like in an offensive position, and I don't necessarily think it's like a valuable use of time / may put me in danger. I'm debating whether to just throw the hit or infal first to try to guarantee I don't miss. For now, with my current setup, I still technically have a 1% chance to fizzle Ninja Pigs when I have infal up, which is unfortunate. It's kind of interesting that they nerfed the infal TC. I kind of get it, like it kind of makes sense, like it was kind of strong before, but still surprising in my opinion. I feel like the utility of tower shields has gone down a lot because of Rochambeau's. Obviously, especially against balances, it's weird because of the secondary effect on the Hydra, like the conditional effect. Towering isn't always key against the balance, which obviously used to be before. You'd have to pack towers on the off chance that you do face a balance in queue. Okay, here I launch another Ninja Pigs. It's kind of silly that the balance and myth spell are very similar names. I think so Piglets is the balance one and then Pigs is the myth one. I don't know why they did that or why they called them that. And there's that weird like Ice Pig heal spell that I think like no one uses. Another Berry Surprise. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Berry Surprise, man. Like obviously it heals them, but I don't know how many pips it is, like 4 or 5. I'll try to check if he does one again this match, but for the pip value on a storm, I don't know how worth it is. Because you can you don't deal great damage, so you kind of let your opponent build back up. Maybe it's good at like breaking shields, but like, even as chip, like as you can see in this match, it's kind of like not a great use of 4 pips. Like you could argue he should almost rather just Kraken or something. Not sure how long the total minutes in a match is now. I didn't check the beginning. I'm not sure if it starts at 7. I really hope I can actually put this. Right now, to record the audio, I'm just using like a voice recorder on my laptop. So, but hopefully I can kind of add the audio file to the match. If it doesn't work, I doubt I would redo it unless at a later point in time, maybe, because it'd be a lot of work to like talk for like 15 minutes nonstop on a recording and then have it not work. So hopefully the like the format of the voice recording is like compatible with like software I can use to merge or add the audio on. And again, sorry for talking over whatever my friends were saying at the beginning. Obviously, I didn't I could have, I guess, but I didn't like timestamp for myself when there's audio from other people because then I have to like rewatch the match again. So here I decide to ninja piglets through his tower. Doesn't do very much. Because I'm trying to set up a kill. Not sure if I use TC Hydra later. We'll see. Yeah, there are actually several recorded matches where I hadn't realized, like I'd seen it, but hadn't realized that my microphone wasn't recording on OBS because it was working. I was working on Discord, like people could hear me in Discord. But OBS itself, for some reason, because I use a webcam to record my audio actually, because obviously before I played with a face cam, and it's a bit finicky. Like the webcam's a bit broke. Like I think the cable's a bit broken, so sometimes it just disconnects. I wanted to buy like a better webcam during I know at some point during the like I guess last year, but like the cheapest one at the store was like $80 Canadian plus tax, I think, because they were like out of stock sort of as well. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of like a pretty big expense because I'm not, as far as I know, I'm not making money off the YouTube channel. So okay, so here he uses the myth set shield. I guess they're protect against Chimera. Or maybe for some Shambo reason, maybe so I can't take off the ice and fire as easily. I don't know how popular Chimera is. Like, maybe it's very occasionally used. I feel like last stage on balance it wasn't popular, and then I would catch people off guard because they would like elemental shield and think they were like safe. And then when I had high pips, obviously usually infoul up and maybe a blade or um, maybe they had a tower, then I would Chimera, but it's kind of underwhelming damage. Like it's not great damage. Like I feel probably like Dr. Vaughn for death has like better value than Chimera does for balance for 9 pip. Here I launch a bladed uninfelled ninja piglets. And if you guys have any suggestions like for delivery advice or whatever, for sure. I just like I know I speak like monotonously, but I kind of always have. I don't breathe well through my nose. Like I have like a deviated septum or whatever it's called. Like I've always had that, but when I was a kid, I was like scared to get the operation, so I didn't get it. And now basically it's like messed up. Like the way I like talk and breathe, I guess. Actually like I get headaches, like small headaches just from talking like normally, which is like obviously sad. So maybe one day in the future, if I get around to it, I'd like see a doctor about that. But ugh. Obviously not easy seeing doctors during the pandemic either. But yeah, in the future, it might depending on like what if I like have a career in something, then it might be useful to get it because I feel like if I was like if talking was part of my job, it'd be a good job for me to have that attribute because I've always I don't know like I guess you could say I've enjoyed communicating. I don't know how I felt about school presentations at school. Like obviously that's always stressful, but it's not the worst. Like if I'm confident about the subject I'm talking about, I can put on like a fake persona of like confidence. Done it before. I like well like I guess you could say like I've guest lectured like college level chemistry classes, like kind of, I guess you could say freshman level or year 1/year 2, I guess. But and then those I'm okay because I just talk from experience and kind of fake confidence. But yeah. I wonder if any of, because I'm Canadian, but I wonder if any, I guess any person is like, if you feel like I have like an accent that matches like a part of the States. Like I'm guessing probably like it would just sound like I'm from like New Hampshire, Vermont or something, because it's like pretty close to the border. But I don't know. Someone told me I sound like I'm from California or something once. I don't really remember. And I don't know where they were from, but and I've also had people like this. I had this girl like a while ago. She was like disappointed. She thought I would have like a French, like an actual like a stronger French accent or like some sort of accent, just because I said I was like from French part of Canada. But like obviously I'm not gonna fake that because that's like hella cringe. I did have a video last year. I think the Lemuria pack video where I don't know what was going on, or I was just tired, or I'd been speaking French too often, like in real life, and my English sounded different for sure. And then I had a video. What's it called? I forget who I was playing. Maybe it was like one of the Erica Icethorn matches on my channel, but I just like I don't even know how like good or horrible it was, but I'm pretty sure I like faked the British accent through the entire video because I was like getting basically like I guess you could say trolled, but there's like these idiots from from like Wiz in the UK that just kept trying to like mess with me. So I was just like, all right, here I'll make you cringe for like 30 minutes. It's funny for whatever reason. I guess because it popped up on YouTube recently. I've watched like Sidemen reacts to stuff, which is like KSI's like group of friends, I guess. And they say like their slang is like I don't know, bro. Like I felt like I've like seen a lot of like British stuff because my dad really liked like British comedies and stuff like that. But like the slang they use, I never heard. Like they always, I don't know, it's just funny. And they also like they add stuff to sentences that's like unnecessary. I just find funny. Or, like they'll refer to like if they're saying some guy or like a random person, they'll be like some Donnie, and I'm like I've never heard of Donnie before. Some fellow named Donald. I guess you live and you learn. But yeah, it's probably really. I mean, I guess it's obviously like regional, so maybe if like a certain part of London, but I think that's like it's probably something that's hard to like fake in an accent unless you like live there or like listen to like young people because like obviously it's like young people that use slang. It's like you could probably sound British, but you won't. I don't know, man. It won't be entirely natural, or you'll sound overly posh, like for nothing. So I guess I beat him with Hydra. Yeah, I kind of went astray from the actual match, but maybe you guys are paying attention, maybe not. Maybe this recording won't even work, who knows? But yeah, I was checking his stats, I guess. 98 damage, which isn't super high, but yeah, I have him added because this guy was like asking people if they want to do practice 4v4s. Anyway, please like and subscribe.